I'm back at Hanbury Hall to show you my wonderful technique for recreating the Alps on a small scale in your garden. One of my favourite ways of growing dianthus is to use the Alpine species in a sink, because what I want to do is replicate a piece of landscape out in the mountains. These plants need sharp drainage, so I'm using compost with as much as 50% grit. I'm then going to position rocks to make that strata to look like the Pyrenees or the Alps. I'm then going to drop my plants in and then dress the surface to make it look like it's growing through scree, so as natural as possible. I'm using here various pieces of rock to just try and create a visual perception of a ridge of mountains, and I'm going to create some planting pockets because I want to raise the surface slightly so it looks like it's actually got a bit of texture and a bit of height. And then at this stage, I start looking at my plants, and these are Alpine species and cultivars of Alpine species. And I will just get a flavour of what I want to achieve. And if I don't like it, you then can actually change this and you can move them around to see, you see, I don't like that. I'm going to perhaps do something, yeah. So once I'm happy with my plants, I can then start thinking about popping them in. Things like Dianthus alpinus albus, a very beautiful, tight, compact grower. And the longer this is in the sink, the tighter this mound gets and the more floriferous it becomes. A plant like Watman's Joy, a delicate, beautiful little alpine, and that's going to sit in there looking like it's just erupted from the rocks. And the colours of the foliage vary from a nice little olivey green to the silvers and the greys. So not only will this sink look good when it's in flower, but it will actually look very good in the winter when those flowers have got, because you've got the contrast of different foliage. So I'm just going to take them out. And once I've positioned where I basically want them, I'm going to put in a little bit more compost around those plants. Just firm those plants in when you're happy with the position. And then here comes the scree. And what you're aiming to do is to trickle those pieces of stone under the neck of the plant. That means the water will drain away, but it also makes the plant look like it's erupted and grown through that dressing. The joy you'll get seeing these grow will go on for years and years.